why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
First and goal.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Raekwon McMillan.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
11 yards there, first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
6. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 6.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And now here's a carry heading left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Man open. That's Ray McCloud. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really...
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons team.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Ravens 14. Seahawks 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st down, Wilson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 14.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And it brings up.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing.
He's got daylight.
They're not even trying to do
all
anything.
the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown,
Baltimore.
75 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw again, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Wilson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 38-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Raven 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. On 3rd down, Love. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Christian Kirk with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Ravens' 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson will throw again. He wants it all for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now a second down throw for Love here. This one caught by Isabella. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
On the play. And it's third down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Love, they go play action now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Complete.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. They'll give it to Chubb, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Seahawks 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack the Seahawks. How they attack them here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. A battle for it here, and this will be caught.
That's good.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10-yard line. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
42.
No problem there on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that 16-0 season starting to come into focus. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. On play action. Love to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One last shot for Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 30.